All right. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 215 Trades, the home of the 215 technique. Here today with yours truly, looking to look for entries today on gold using the 215 technique today. All right, so it is what date is it today? It is the 25th of March. It's a very important day for me today, and also on that note as well, I don't think I'll be doing a full on stream today because I have a very high, what would you say, a very packed schedule for today, but we're just still here just to make sure you guys still have something. All right, welcome to 215 Trades. Good morning to you, Sylvia, and good morning to all my other viewers as well. All right, now it's now 7:01 a.m. here. I'm on the 50-minute time frame on gold. To be honest, I liked how gold has been working out. It has been dumping a bit slowly but surely, and this has now increase the probabilities of the 215 technique actually working out. We've been starving for a very good minute on gold because gold has just been running laps around the 215 technique so far. We got one entry yesterday, and I think we could have actually got more if we were still using the same zone, but I was okay with that. Wasn't pushing my luck because gold has just been destroying the 215 setups. All right, so let's get right into it. We have our point of interest at 301.7570. We can see where price went down and is now coming back up, all those kinds of things. Market open here for the Asian session, so that's not very far away from our point of interest. Good morning to you, official Casey, and good morning as well, Dave V. It's the first I'm actually seeing that name, so I'm guessing that Dave is either a new viewer or Dave has finally worked up the courage to say something in the chat. We do have a lot of silent viewers on this channel, but it warms my heart each time I see a new name pop up in the chat. All right, so let's get into it. So the point of interest on the 15-minute time frame is 301.7570, and that we're just basically going to remove the 2 pips on that. Hold on. So that's going to be 301.15.570, and this is going to be my sell line. All right, that's going to be my sell line right there. Ooh, that aligns perfectly with this little bit of a support here. That's nice. 319, and let's go for this one and put that one at 570 as well. And that would be the buy line. All right, that's decent. Now let's look for the 50-minute rejection lines while I am here on the 50-minute time frame as well. So 50-minute rejection is going to be right here. And I think I'm going to use the wick of this one. Let's do the measurement just to make sure that it is in line. I just realized that I actually so I did change the new member. All right, welcome Dave. Welcome. I just remember that just listening to the background music now, I just realized that I actually didn't. So this playlist that's playing now, this is for the Asian session streams, not necessarily the London session, but when I was starting the trading software, I didn't change it around. But no worries, we'll rock some we'll rock my my Asian playlist for London. Let's see, may very well bring us some decent luck. Good luck. I just found out the other day that you can't just say luck, because bad luck is also luck as well, so you have to define it. All right, so it's going to be a pretty good day today. So let's see what we can take into play. So we do have the 50-minute rejection line both marked out. They both seems to be okay distance away from the 215 zone, and we also have the 215 zone identified as well. So let's find the higher target areas by going to the 30-minute time frame up to the 4-hour. We'll also have a quick look on the daily time frame as well, just to see what's happening. Let's have a quick look on DXY in the meantime as well. We can do see where DXY, it has been, well, it's been trending upwards from yesterday, did a little bit of a rejection, then created some level of support, then rejected from that area, and is now back up again. So DXY, I would say, would be is in a bit of an uptrend right now. Yeah, momentarily it is in an uptrend right now, so that's good, and that could be one of the main reasons as well why we get in such a big dump on gold, right? So all right, let's see what we can look for today. To be honestly, I would love to see gold sell off and sell off properly, go back in the 2,900, 2,800 region, because then that will give me way more structure back for the 215 technique, and then that would just be remarkable from my point. All right, so let's see. So we're now on the 30-minute time frame. Let's identify the 30-minute support and resistance so we can know where to target. We can use in this little region right here as well. It's not very too far away, so I'm going to use that area here as the 30-minute support, and I'm going to use this area here as the 30-minute resistance as well. That's going to be the 30-minute resistance right there. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame, see what's cooking on the 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna use this one versus using that one right there. So that's going to be my my 1 hour support, and then let's use this section right here as my as my 1 hour resistance. All right, looking good so far. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame, see what's cooking on the 4-hour time frame at the top already. So this is going to be the 4-hour support. And no, that's a 4-hour resistance. My apologies, my friends. So that's a 4. This is going to be the 4-hour support here. All right, hold on. Okay. All right, good. So this is what we're working with today for today's 215 setup on gold. So we have our target areas highlighted on the higher time frames, and we also have the 215 zone all marked out just in time for the London opening. All right, so let's see what we're looking at right now. Right, so hold on, let's look at the daily time frame just to see if there's any structure that forms on the daily time frame that's within. You know, you could actually just zoom in. Let's see. What do we have on the daily? All right, no structures basically. All of the support and resistance are basically outside of the zone, so that's fine. All right, good. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame, because you know the 5-minute time frame is the time frame we use for entries on gold. Use it. Why is it doing that? Right, so this is what I am looking for now to basically happen for me to look for to take entries here on gold. Good morning, Mark. All right, so if we're looking for buys, I need to see price actually break above the range, test the 50-minute rejection line back into the zone, followed by a candle closure on the flip side. All right, if I can get that, then that would be decent for me to be looking for a buy. All right, on the reverse of that though, if price actually comes down, test that 50-minute rejection here and pull back into the range and close outside of the range again, then that will be a very strong indicator for me to be looking for shorts and ultimately targeting the supports on the lower time frame. Does seem to show if we can get a break below that 15-minute rejection line, we do have a very clean and open range to maybe traverse and travel through to actually do come back down to that 1 hour support. And let's say we measure from that 15-minute rejection line to the 1 hour support. That would be what do you call that? That's a 50 pip drop. So that's not too bad, because yesterday we did get quite a good move on gold. It wasn't as massive as the big moves that gold are taking, but I'll take it nonetheless because we have been going through a bit of a drought. We got a 40 pip move yesterday on gold, so I'm very grateful for that. So let's see what's going to happen today on gold. DXY is dumping down a bit. GJ, I haven't marked up GJ, and EU has on the old markings from yesterday. EU has on the old markings from yesterday, so I might very well need to redo the markings for this one in a bit. If not, I could would just have to keep it on and just have a look as to what's going on. All right. Well, I'm not focusing on the currencies today because I don't think I'm going to have enough time on my hands to properly review and make conscious entries on them. So just focusing on gold. All right. So let me just put my alerts here on my 50-minute rejection lines, and then as soon as these get triggered, then I'll know that I'll be in some action. All right, so let me just set these on to every time. Okay. All right, good. Now remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream as yet, please go ahead and do so. Really do appreciate all the love and support, as you know it. Let's see how many subscribers we are currently going on with. Wait a minute. Wow, that's good. We have 1,247 subscribers. That's pretty decent. Very good growth as well. Hopefully we can get those subscribers converted to live viewers, but in time we will definitely build back up the momentum. But remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, please go ahead and do so. I'll need to take a picture of this and send it to all right, good, decent picture. Let's take a snapshot, take copy image, and I'm sending it over now. Good morning, Ryan. Hope you're doing well today. All right, so let's just send the London markup. Hold on, let me just fill out my data sheet as well while I'm here. All right, so the point of interest is at 3017.570. 50-minute rejection line on the sell side is at 3014.078. And we have our 30-minute support at 3011 at 701. And at the 1 hour support is at 3008.832. 4 hour support at pretty close though to that. Yeah, let's look at the 4 hour time frame on the south side. Let me see something. But it is where it is. Yeah, I guess you can maybe just drop it down to that next one. That one looks better. What's the price going to be? 3006.601. All right, let's go back to the 5-minute time frame so I can see it a little bit better. Let's go for the 50-minute rejection line. 50-minute rejection line on the buy side is at 3020.99. Okay, could just round that off. 30-minute resistance is at 3022.68. And then the 1 hour resistance is at 3025.76. And our 4 hour support coming in at 3029.76. All right, good. All right, so that's what we're looking at for right now. All right, so let's see what's going. Ooh, just got an alert. What's happening? Massive sell-off going on here on EU. I don't remember what time I marked this zone, but it seems to still be relevant because the structure is still working on at 2:30 p.m. yesterday. It does still seems to be relevant. as I can see here. I'm not too interested with EU today, though, for me to take an entry on EU. Let's see. Gold is dumping now. EU usually follows gold and then does the same thing as well. In a bit. Alright, not too interested in EU. Let that stay for now. Let that stay for now. We can maybe turn off the notifications for right now on it. All right, on gold, let's go back to gold. Look at gold. What's happening here on gold? What's this line for? Let's remove that. Last Asian session. On your UAE consolidation, better to wait for London opening. Yeah, it's been like that for a pretty good while. Looking at all of this, so I guess maybe at 8 o'clock, then we might be able to see some action, on this, because it's just been bouncing around. Because I don't recall. I think maybe this was at market close. Maybe I'm not 100% sure. What time I marked this out, but usually the beginning of the zone would be like, if not the time when I did it, would be close enough to it. Because now I will guess that this would confirm itself, because you got a candle break below the range kind of thing going on here. And then DXY is, well, it hasn't broken this high. If DXY had broken this high, then it would be a pretty good confirmation to say to go for shorts on it. Even though you would, if I had taken the shorts now, it would be late though, because I would say that the short should have been actually taken from in this high midpoint versus taking it at the close below here, as well. Yeah, but yeah, you are right. London opening when there's more volume, so that's like in, so it's 7:21 a.m. right now. The weather outside, I always have to give my weather forecast. It's foggy today. Yeah, it's foggy today, right now, and I think it's really cold, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just have a quick look. 8 degrees. All right, so that's cold for me. For some people, that's maybe just a walk in the park, but that's cold. Well, yeah, let's just say until London Open and see what's going on, because we should have, if we're doing this, we should have marked a 7 o'clock zone and range on this, which would be more towards London. But not interested in EU for today. I have been live testing the 215 on EU and a few different entry models on EU, and it has been working out. The results have been good. The results have been good in a sense. I haven't mastered it though, as yet, for me to say, I fully have control of the entries on EU. I haven't mastered it as yet to say that. So still doing some live testing on this. Also on GJ as well. The results are pretty remarkable on these two pairs, and especially how these pairs they move. Because a lot of persons normally say like EU is like crazy and all that. Well, it is crazy sometimes, and GJ is crazy as well. But I think their correlation to the DXY and the yen basket is like it's so close. It's not as close as how gold is to DXY, right? Oh wow, gold is dumping. It's not as close as how gold is to DXY, where there's like a delayed reaction. Sort of like if DXY is going up, definitely for sure you're gonna be seeing the reverse on EU. So they're more in sync. That's the word. That's what I'm trying to say. So EU is more in sync with the movement of DXY, and GJ is very in sync as well with the reversal movement on the Yang basket, right? So I like that about the forex currency pairs. Really do, really do like that. So looking at it now, all right. So look, we have EU going, not EU. What's this called again? DXY going up, and as you can see, it's like immediately reverse of that. You can see that EU is dumping. Well, you can see it. Gold as well is also dumping, but the size of the candles on what's this on gold is not as big as the move on EU. But I'm looking at it now, and if this continues to push past these areas, then definitely for sure we can look to see for EU to continue way lower. On gold, it has just tested that 15-minute rejection line, and it's dumping pretty aggressively as well. So it has to confirm that bit of a retracement and back into the zone for me to be looking to be considering taking the sharp position on this using the 215 retest. But gold has really been famous for just doing what, like just dumping without actually confirming a 215 entry. That's what he's been doing these last couple of days, but you just still have to just to be patient and just wait for it to come back, right? Just have to be patient and wait for it to come back. So let's see what gold is going to be doing today. London opening is very far away. It's like what 35 minutes away. So let's see. Even if I don't get an entry, I would really love to see that it just gives, like, it does really do a massive sell-off and just get us back in to those range where the 215 technique accuracy increases again, because all this level of volatility is like out through the window kind of thing. Gold is crossing, so I'm guessing gold is pulling back. All right, good. So gold is pulling back. Has tested this 15-minute rejection line properly as well. Still waiting for London opening though. So if it pulls back into the zone, then that would be pretty decent at this point in time. All right, let's look at GJ in the meantime. All right, on this, when this 50-minute candle closes, I'll do a range on GJ and then see how that works out. All right, so for gold, let's move that 50-minute alert back to the buy line now, because now I need to wait to see for price to pull back above into the zone. What do you guys think is going to happen on gold? Do you think we're going to be getting a pretty strong sell off, or are you looking for price to go back to the higher highs? Tell me what you guys are thinking. Let me know in the comment section. Looking at, well, in the chat section, looking at forex factory for today, it doesn't seem there doesn't seem to be quite a lot of high impactful news going on today, to be fair. The main ones are really just orange folder coming around about 1 o'clock my time here in London. And also around 2 o'clock thereabouts, we do have about four orange folders coming out today, but you still know that these things, they still show, what should I say, they do add volatility into the market just the same, so you can still see some price spurs as well. So don't underestimate, you know, how those how the volume can interact with the market. Let's have a quick look at investing.com as well. I say that because forex factory, it doesn't show really all of the news events that's actually coming in. But let's look. On forex factory, we do have orange folder coming out, two orange folders coming out for Euro USD at 9 o'clock my time. Well, these are German based, but on forex factory it only shows one, but on investing.com it shows that there's two medium impact, well, three medium impact news that's coming out for the Euro USD currency. So you might want to, if you like, you're trading forex, you might definitely want to maybe use not only what you call it, not only forex factory for your news source. You might want to widen your scope a bit, because forex factory doesn't always show all of the news that's coming out. All right, young money, hello RG. So I was hoping it will go up, I guess, go to, but if we get past 3016, so yeah, that's it. 3016, okay, so 3016 is the sell line. I think you hold on, just prediction, sell. All right, so Silver is looking for a sell, and Mark is also looking for a sell as well, and Money is saying, so I was hoping it will go where, Money? It will go up, down. You didn't quite say, you left that part out. But if we get past 3016, so yeah, that's it. We do have a pretty strong, let's see if I can see it on the 4-hour time frame. Yeah, we do have a pretty strong support at the 3000 mark. As you can see, each time price comes down into this area, you know, people just buying it up, buying it up, buying it up. So now it has a very strong support at the 30-minute support at 30.22. Oh, okay, you're looking for a buy. All right. Yeah, it's not a bad bet. Looking at where it is right now, just getting a little back in gold. So gold has now tested the 15-minute rejection line on the sell side and is now pulling back into the range. The volume seems to be really strong on that little rejection that we've just got there, because if you look at the size of the candles of the rejection versus, well, pretty much the same size, to be honest. And it's now it's only just 7:30. I don't like when gold does these things where it try to early confirm, you know, an entry before the actual volume comes in. All right, so we have two people for a buy. Well, no, we have one person for a buy and one person for a sell. And based off that, I think we might be seeing some consolidation on that bit. All right, so EU is dumping like crazy. Not surprised. Price is still pushing up on the XY, so we could definitely be seeing it coming down to that 30-minute support. See, this isn't even marked out properly. I don't even have a 1 hour support or anything like that. Frankfurt just opened. Frankfurt, where's Frankfurt? Is Frankfurt, Germany? They open at 7:30. All right, well, I just got an alert and go. All right, so this. They're by Poland. Okay. 8:30. You guys are 1 hour ahead. Okay. And then we're gonna be doing, when is it? Gonna be doing that time switch again on the 30th of March. So the trading times might be a little bit, well, there is gonna be a little bit different for those persons who don't for the countries that doesn't do, what you call it, for the countries that doesn't do daylight saving time, is the time that the trading time is going to be a little bit different. Hold on a minute, guys. Hold on. All right, so looking at gold, we can see where price, it hasn't, well, it tested the 15-minute rejection bit, but it hasn't pulled back in the range. Yeah, EU still dumping down. GJ. What is GJ doing? This is a 15-minute time frame. Get to a quick mark out on this. This is the spot where it is right now. All right, cool. I'm gonna put my point of interest here. For GJ. On GJ, if we're looking at using the 2-on-5 technique in GJ, the range is just going to be a little bit different. So instead of 20, I think it's going to be 100 on GJ. I can refine it to make it small. I haven't yet done so, but I think 100 is still good though, because based on how GJ moves, it does move aggressively. So the volatility is there for it to make that to fill that space out pretty quickly from the point of interest to your buy line or even your sell line. All right, so let's have a look. So 431 for the point of interest. So we're going to be having that at 5. What is it going to be? At 531. As well for the buy line. Good morning, Henny. 531 for the buy line here. So this is, well, that has rejected so quickly. Didn't expect that to happen. Let's go still. Just the same. If it confirms, it confirms. I just need to check the yen basket just to see what the yen basket is doing for final confirmation by the looks of it. Let's go back to the 5-minute time frame. This is moving so quickly since started to do that. What's the yen basket doing? Yen basket is slowly going down. Hold on, no, that's on the daily time frame, bro. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. Have a better look. All right, yeah. So still slowly going back down from that uptrend in a sense. So that could explain as to why we already have GJ going up already. Were we too late? Not quite. Can very well even take a buy on this now, an early entry for a buy on GJ actually. But still have to quite a bit, because since marking the zone, it really just flipped by the looks of it. Morning, Henny, welcome. Gold is doing its thing. Kissed the 15-minute rejection line and kissed the 2-on-5 zone, but hasn't really closed inside of the zone for us to really be looking for shorts just yet. And it will be so sad. It will be so sad if this thing just sells right off, man. It doesn't confirm it. Look how close it came back. Came back to the range, only to be reversing like that. Let's go back to GJ just to have a quick look as to what's going on here. All right, so that's the 5215 zone. Let's have a look at the 30-minute time frame as well, find the support as well. I found out, so looking at it as well, and I'm not sure for anyone who uses the 215 technique to trade currencies, let me know. Majority of the times whenever there's a reversal, the reversal doesn't happen on the 30-minute time frame. So it doesn't reverse on like the 30-minute support or the 30-minute resistance. Most of the times we actually do see price reversing is from like is from either 1 hour support or a 1 hour resistance or the 4 hour. But let me know. I saw it happen quite a few times during my live testing that the 30-minute supports aren't the place for it to basically reject in a sense. Well, let me know. Let me know if you have observed that. So when I'm looking for like for trend reversals, if it's on the 30-minute support, I won't take it. But if it's on like the 1 hour or the 4 hour support, then I'll go for it on that. For me, most important are engulfing candles than resistance. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. So well, that's about the pattern that you see. Okay, good. No, what's that? No, man, brother, that's the one. What's this? The 1 hour support. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting because I've been looking at it for a while, and each time like because I live tested, I don't back test it. I back tested CAD CJ, but I haven't back tested GJ. I've just been live testing it, just doing it live, just following the principles. So I'm learning as I go on, but each time there's a reversal on either GJ or on EU, the reversal happens on the 1 hour supports or resistance, always bypassing the 30-minute support or resistance. Yeah, Nash, it's been a minute, man. I have been having some crazy headaches, so I just, been away from the screens in a bit. What's this? I just lost my chain of thoughts. What am I looking for right now? 1 hour resistance. Okay. And then let's go to the 4 hour time frame as well. Might be a very strong buy. I think I don't know if Adam is here, but if he is, it might be a strong buy on GJ. Has been a pretty strong buy so far, by the looks of it. And then I think, hold on, I'm gonna take a quick look as well back again on the yen basket, just to see. So if I go back to the 5-minute time frame, did get that candle close above the range. It happened so fast though, because it happened before we could even finish marking it out. I did say we could take an early buy. On the yen basket is slowly creeping down, so you may be seeing price for GJ slowly trickles back upwards. Pretty early days though. So let's see. We do have the London opening at in 15 minutes though. But this guy is really what I'm after for today. That is still dumping down. Yep. I still wonder, many people thought drawing a line and other support or resistance is what makes trading profitable. Congratulations if it works for you, but I wish everyone knows that liquidity is the fuel for the market. Well, we know that data. We know that the market doesn't give a shit about our lines that we draw on the on the charts. The lines aren't on the chart for the chart for the market. The lines are on the chart for me to understand, because look, if let's say I hold on. Let's say we didn't have, you know what, let's do a perfect example. Let's say this is XAU USD. All right, let's say this is the chart. Looking at this right now, if someone came on the charts and looking at this right now, you won't have an idea of what is really happening, right? You won't have an idea of what really is happening. Now, for me to interpret the chart and to make a proper understanding, or to give me an idea of what's happening, that's why we put the lines on the chart. So the lines on the charts aren't for the market, right? The lines on the chart are for us, for me, the trader, for me to understand or have an idea of what's going to happen. If the market doesn't move that way, that's fine, but the lines are definitely there for me, not for the market. And I won't you can't say that it doesn't work. Might haven't worked for you, but lines being marked on charts has been going on for years, man. So, and it's still gonna continue to go on. How I need to find back my wait, can I load my layout? Shoot. Yeah, so the lines are there for us to understand, because looking at these candles going up and down, man, you don't have an idea. All right, trend lines work if you use them properly. Every technique works if you exactly. Every technique works. You really just have to have the psychology behind of it. The 215 technique, the 215 technique, this technique that I'm using to trade gold, a lot of persons out there would come and look at this technique and say, "Yo, bro, this is bull. Like this, what you're doing here is nonsense. All of this doesn't make any sense. You know, you can never make any money from this." Persons out there will say that, because it really is nonsense, but it's my profitable nonsense. It makes me money, and it's not only me, but it may also make other persons as well. So every technique works, but first you have to master that technique. And when you master that technique by doing a lot of back testing, what you start to develop an edge in the market. So you start to understand that, you know, whenever you see this pattern happening, this is what's going to happen afterwards. And that's where you start to get like you start to get better at what you're doing, because then you're going to identify to say, oh, okay, this is a fake out on the 215, I'm not going to take that. And then it plays out. After blowing up multiple accounts, including funded, I finally get it right and made my first withdrawal. Congratulations to you, Dada. All you got to do is just lock in, stay focused, and just learn and put in the work. That looks like a nice bearish flag on what? On gold or GJ? I only trade rejection on candlesticks. The higher the rejection, the better it proves. Okay, yeah, well, that's good. That's good. So that's you drawing your lines for a very long time to finally understand it. So the more you do it, my friend, is the better you'll get at it. Well, yeah. So it's you know, it's one or two things. One or two things, I tell you. You can either hit, or you can either hit, or you can either miss. But the key thing, a part of it, is don't give up. Key thing is don't give up, my friends. All right, what time is it now? It's 7:51 a.m. 9 minutes, we'll have the London opening. Price assessed at 15-minute rejection is now pulling down to the, what you call this bit, to that 30-minute support. I'm overheating. Let's turn this off. Now, let's have a look at what DXY is doing. DXY is rejecting from that little supporter on the 15-minute time frame. Yen basket is still slowly going down. So if it's still slowly going down, we may be seeing that GU will be continuing slowly going up until that volume kicks in at around 9 minutes time. Forex Factory did say we have news today. Did it? We have European news coming out at 9 o'clock, then one GBP folder coming out at 11. Bearish flag on gold, 5 minute. You know, I don't really know the what you call that. I don't know the patterns like that. I'm guessing the bearish flag should look something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the patterns like that. Because I don't trade them, and there's so many of them. I don't trade them. I just stick to what works for me. But Dada, you know, I'm honestly, I'm very happy. I'm really happy, and I'm proud as well. That you finally made a withdrawal, because I can remember a few months back when you came on stream and and expressed what was really going on, and yeah, I love that, bro. I love that you've stayed true to the game. You haven't given up, and you kept on doing it every single day, even though things look a little bit bleaky at some point in time. But that's good. Congrats to you, my friend. All right. Most persons did say that they would be looking for a sell. Well, 2 of 3 did say we'll be looking for a sell. Come on, it's almost 7 minutes left. If you could come back to the zone, that would be nice. DXY is dumping. Nice. And that's it. That is it. That's the aim, my friend. That's the aim. That is the aim. Just be consistent, follow your rules, and master your strategy. And that's it. Yeah, it's not about. Yep, that's it, Sylvia. It's all about mentality. It's you against the market, or you against you, really. All right, we're gonna go up to 8:30 on today's stream. All right. Yeah, man. Big shout out to Dada. Big shout out. I think Dada is in Scotland. If I remember correctly, I think you are in Scotland. Yeah, definitely you against you. Yeah, for sure. So it's you against you with the markets. In fact, I trade mostly on gold. I bet on GBP AUD dropping since yesterday, and I'm happy it's dropping now with 1K USD in profit so far. Well done. Well done. Yeah, yeah. Well done. Well done. You deserve a star, my friend. Yeah, I'm from Scotland. Yep, see? I remembered. Congrats. Congrats, my friend. Congrats, my friend. Nothing but good games. Nothing but good games. Well, keep it up. Keep it up, my friend. Keep it up. All right, don't give up. All right, so gold is dumping. EU is dancing. Gold is dumping. Just the same. Well, it's good. In 3 minutes time, that's when the London market opens. The weather's looks like it's gonna rain now. So the weather is clearing up, so the guys, they should be en route to their offices. So in 3 minutes, London will open, and then we will be seeing some traffic, some volume inside of the market now. Well, we already have volume, really, as you can see, because price has just been slowly trickling down, and by the looks of it, it may be continuing even lower as well. So might need to, let's go to the 4-hour time frame. We're just working with wicks on the 4-hour time frame. Well, we do have all of the what do you call it? We do have all of the possibly areas marked out for a reversal, just to say. But if it continues and breaks through this, then well, definitely for sure. I think this spot right here, I tell you, is going to be a pretty it's going to be a traffic zone if the price comes into this area. But if gold comes back into this area, and if it does break, and I think that's a very massive area though, my friend. How big is that? Oh wow, is that 270 pips? Yeah, 270 pips. If gold actually does break back that area, then we still have all of these spots, you know, because since it broke out here at 2,800, it hasn't come back down to test these areas, which I don't think it's actually going to do that anytime soon, though, to be honest. But let's see if it does come back in this range, 2,900. That's decent, though. Hopefully, it goes down when we are in it, and then that would make it pretty special for us. I make some lows as well, but my risk to reward is always 2 to 1, meaning 50% accuracy is enough to be profitable. All right, well, yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, 8 o'clock now. So the volume shall kick in for the markets now, for the London boys. Remember, the first 5 minutes doesn't normally do much sometimes, but after that 5 minute, you know, for the market to identify what it wants to do, then you would see the next thing coming in on the next 5 minute time frame, which will show you more of what's going on. So let's see what's going to happen here. Gold is right on top. Just to give a little bit of strategy to those online, please buy gold now if you can. All right, so there you go, guys. Some wise words there from Dada is saying that to buy gold now if you can. It is on the 30-minute support for an entry 2, but you know, entry 2 setup is not confirmed just yet, or if it will be confirmed. Let's look at the Heikin Ashi. What we see, we still have a downtrend, and the Heikin Ashi candle hasn't really flipped just yet. So let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what DXY is doing now since London has opened. Still trickling. Well, is that support? It hasn't really flipped just yet. Yen basket is still going down, so GJ is still consolidating above the zone in a sense. What's going on with EU? Still consolidating to the lower end. Gold right now. Is anyone in a position right now? On gold, that is. Oh gosh, Sylvia. What position are you in right now, Sylvia, on gold? Greetings again, honey. I already closed partials. Are you in a buy? Are you in a sell? All right, so Dada is in a buy right now, and Sylvia, what magical entry are you in now, Sylvia? I'm guessing you're in a sell by the looks of it. I'm guessing you're in a sell using the Haikinashi. You're in a sell. Is that right? Ah, see this one. So you took a sell from here. Well, that's decent. That's of course that's a pretty decent catch as well, because you went down almost 40 pips, so that's good. See, nice, pretty nice, pretty decent. So Dada is in a buy. What's your entry price on that Dada, and also what's your SL? Guessing you say you go for 1, 2, 2, so your stop loss maybe 10 pips. Is that what you're working with, or? $22 pips already in profit. Ah, okay. So where did you enter? You entered at, must be 210. So you entered at a final wick of this one, man. That's good. That's good. So we have both persons profited from a sell and also from a buy at the same time. Decent. That's just the magic of the markets, my friend. Still dropping. Yeah, it's still coming back down. So Sylvia sell that early entry sell. Sylvia, I'm so happy you Control T. I'm so happy that you brought this in. Well, you explained this to me, because it really does help. Because it helps you to spot your entries from early as well. And doing it on like EU and GJ, most of the times I don't actually wait for candle to close below the range based off just by using the Haikinashi candle. Sometimes they just identify like an earlier setup than normal. Well, that's good. Very good though. All right, so Young Basket consolidating there on the lower end, still pushing down a bit, so we can look for TJ to be pushing upwards in a moment. Enterprise was at 310. All right, decent catch that was. Decent catch that was. Dada, decent catch. Because if you got it from 310 thereabout and you went up 20 pips thereabout in profit, so yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay. All right, so we're on that 30-minute support right now. Price can reject and confirm an entry 2 here as well for a buy. Let's see what the XY is doing. Still going well. It hasn't really broken higher since it's been in that little spot right there, but by the looks of it, would you really want to take an entry 2 with all these downward momentum coming on? I think price will ultimately push down a little bit lower, possibly to that 4-hour to that 1-hour support, midway to that 4-hour support in this area here, to confirm a rejection. Yeah, Sylvia, I really like them too. I need to master them a little bit more, though, so I'll get used to it. I'll definitely get there. To me, it's still a sell. Yeah, I can see why you would say it's still a sell. Looking at the Haikinashi candles, it does show that there's still a very strong word sell pressure going down, and this candle, the current Haikinashi candle, hasn't really formed a top wick as yet to show that there's going to be a reversal just yet in the market. It's just the same, so I can see that. And I think that this also as well helps you to eliminate some of the the misses when it comes on to like entry 2s as well. Still haven't yet fully confirmed it just yet. But let's see. I think this candle is going to create that top wick though on this one. This 5-minute candle is going to create that top wick if it continues to push up a little bit higher. You're almost master of high. almost. I work with, since our last conversation, since our Zoom call. I use it a lot. I even use it to take entries as well, and reversals. So looking at it now, yeah, it's starting to form that top wick. So the reversal may be incoming from here. I think that's now the, yep, there it is. So the downward trend is now slowing down in a sense on that 30-minute time frame as well. Wait a minute. How many pips is it for entry 2? I haven't taken an entry 2 in so long. Was it what, 15 pips for an entry 2? I'm gonna try an entry 2 buy here for a reversal on gold. I'm gonna put a stop loss on it for 15 pips. It's just gonna be very small. Trying an entry 2 buy here and just see how it works out with a stop loss of 15 pips here. Yeah, so haven't had a decent entry 2 in a while, to be fair. But this doesn't look too bad. A 15 pip stop loss and an entry 2 from the reversal of that 30-minute support. And let's see how many pips I can get from that. If I ultimately, I'm going to target a point of interest on that, and that's like a 50 pip move away. So let's see if it works out. So on the route for an entry 2, I'm in that entry 2 buy from right there. Stop loss only, what, 15. Wow, nice. Now that's pretty decent. Pretty decent that is. Pretty decent that is. All right, good. All right, that's a pretty decent entry 2. Full on TP on this entry 2 that I've just taken. I'm putting it at that point of interest. Right there. See if I can get some pips in this early segment here today. Lot size 5. Look at you. It's good on that. I think that's about a 20 pip move there just now. That's good. Took some partials on that big at the tip of that. Ooh, 30 pips already. Already at BE on this, so good. That one decent entry too. That is, my friends, pretty decent entry too. For that buy just now. So let's see if I can get some more from that. What's the DXY doing? The DXY is still going up. Hopefully you guys catch a little buy item done trading for today with 50 pips profit risk in just 10 pips. Oh, that's decent. I just risked 15 pips just then. I would caught a 30 pip up move on that. So still at break even now. So whatever it does at this moment in time, it does it. But that was a pretty good call there, my friend. Pretty good way to also end the stream as well for today. So wanted to see what's going to happen, if it's going to come back and kick that out, or if it's just going to continue higher. Decent. DXY still going up, so gold should very well be should be coming back down sometime soon now. Euro USD as well, maybe dumping as well, because if DXY is going up, then Euro USD will be dumping down aggressively as well. So I don't think there's going to be any more pressure in this up move on gold. So if you've caught any of that 30 pips that it just dished out for you, then that's good. But I don't think it's gonna continue up any way higher than where it is right now, to be fair. But let's see. Hopefully it could also come back into that zone though. That would be decent though. If you came back in that zone and confirmed the overall entry 1 for the sell, then that would be good. All right. Oh, that's a pretty strong up move back on the young basket. So that means that GBGJPY should be dumping. Yeah, it is. It is. It is. Can look for the buy above the point here now if it comes back to this range. Yeah, dollar is the champion of the day. Yeah. But Sylvia with that 5 lots, I know you normally use 2.5 thereabouts, but 5 lots. That's crazy. You did say you wanted to become a billionaire, so definitely for sure, you are en route. Henny, how are you doing? Did you get any entries today? I'm not sure if no one took that entry to and that entry to just now. Well, the same entry that I'm in now. That I don't think anyone took it. Not sure if you guys did or not. Okay, good. Official Casey, you caught that entry too as well. Decent. Yeah, it was a pretty. I like that spur of upward move that was. I caught the buy to the 30-minute. You caught the buy to my 30-minute line. $18 for the morning. Ah, decent, decent, decent. All right, good. All right, good. So the viewers have caught some pips today. That's decent. Oh, and it's actually still going as well. That's good. That's good. Is anyone still in this entry too? Lookman is holding cells. Well, yeah, your cells are going to be valid in a minute because DXY is going up, and it's just going to be a delay reaction. Because I don't expect this is going to continue any much higher because of how the XY is doing. So I'm expecting it to reverse, possibly even from that 15-minute rejection line, and because this usually would transcribe into like a pretty strong support. But if it breaks above it, then we can maybe see it going back into the zone to confirm ultimately that entry to the entry one, sorry, the entry one set up for the sell. Official KC still holding, decent. No, you hit your TP1. All right, no problem at all. And Silvia as well is also in. All right, decent. That's good. So Sylvia, you destroyed that cell and you're now destroying that buy. I tell you, man, you are a legend. A legend, that is. Someone said, show me their chart. Pity I can't share my chart to show you. Well, if you send it to me on Telegram, I'll just share my Telegram, window. All right, let's see. If gold is rejected now, DXY is coming back down a bit. EU, hold on, go back to candlesticks, a buy on EU. That's what I was thinking. but it's on the 30-minute support, so I don't like that. But still. Oh wow, wait, I just got an alert on gold. All right, guys, good. All right, so it doesn't seem as if we're gonna be looking for that 50 pip on that up move. That is. I want to see how many of you guys actually did take that entry 2 with me. If you took that entry 2 with me, just put 2 in the chat. Let me see the number of you guys who took that entry 2. Let's see. All right, Sylvia. Penny says moon level. What do you mean moon level? Mark says 2, and official KC says 2. All right, good. Bro, you should check silver out. Way more stable than gold. Been milking it. Ah, really? So many things for us out there too. Oh well, we almost at that 50 pip move. Almost at that 50 pip move. And if gold does something cheeky and just totally disregards this, then we can maybe actually be looking for God knows what. Are we waiting on more cells? Oh, we're waiting on TP. we waited on TP, I guess. But the cells are still viable though. Still viable in a sense, because if it's a case where you test that for point of interest and rejects with the candle closure below the range, then yeah, an entry 1 cell would make sense at that point in time. But as we're in this up move, in a sense, that's why we're still holding on to this. I'm still hold cells from 320. My TP is on the 4-hour from 320. Bro, well, if what lot size, if you don't mind me asking, Lookman, you have that cell from? Because if you enter from 320, bro, that's a massive where is it? 320. Come on, my guy. Come on, my guy. Come on. That's a 90 pip drop, bro. That's a 90 pip drop. So that you must have like you must have like maybe just a small amount left on that. I wouldn't think you would have that full position, and we had a new viewer this morning. I'm not sure if he's still here or she's still here. Dave V. I don't know if is Dave still on. Mr. Evans, you came on late. Mr. Evans, you missed it, my friend. You came on late. Came on late, Mr. Evans. Currently in this entry 2, decent entry 2. From that 30-minute support. But okay, that's full TP, and that's good. 0.10, but I'm hoping it goes to my TP. Did you catch that buy, Dave, or did you not take that buy? Yeah, I see what you're saying, bro. But if you enter from tree, you enter. First of all, that's 90 pips. That's $90 in profit. That is from that. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm doing the math right, that's about $90 in profit. So I would say that you should have already taken most of it, because if your TP is at the 4-hour support, well, then again, I don't know what time frame you're looking at. Are you saying that your TP is at 3006? Is that it? Oh, you didn't take it. I don't know. No worries at all. You'd have to get used to the entries on the 215 technique, because we do have an entry 1 and an entry 2. So you have to, if you need to watch some of the previous videos so you can understand what an entry 1 is, and also how to identify an entry 2 as well. So this is what we took just now, was an entry 2, which was basically a reversal from a support or resistance. So we have 2 candles going in the opposite direction. We first had a downtrend, and we have 2 candles going in the opposite direction, not exceeding a 15 pip SL. So that constituted us to take that long from here, and now it's back in the area, the zone there. Yeah, but definitely have some watch of the previous videos, my friend, so you can have a better understanding of the 215 technique. Well, pretty decent that is. But if your take profit, your full on take profit is all right. I'm pretty sure that you've taken profits though. I'm pretty positive that you have taken profits though, because if you entered from, let's say you entered from my 15-minute rejection line right here. Price came all the way down. Wait a minute. I want to see how many pips down is that? 140 pips away, and you got basically 100 pip out of that. You should be in some decent profits. You should definitely be in some decent profits on that. But that's good. Maybe you only have 0.01 left or 0.02 left, but you should be into these. Well, that's a remarkable caught though on that sell. How many persons still have this on? How many persons still have this that is the entry 2 on? And genuinely, this is really what I wanted to see happen in regards to price. Gold needs to sell off more. We need gold to sell off more. We don't want gold to be going back to any all-time highs. We don't want that. We want gold to be selling off, going back all the way down again, because the more it goes down, the more it increases the likelihood of gold, of the 215 technique being working properly on gold. So we need, so this up move, yes, we need it to be to sell off and go back down some more, so we can get it out of the way. But decent though, in a sense, where we watched that flip as well, especially on the high Kanashi candles, where it was going in a steady downtrend. But then this candle right here, which confirmed that the downtrend was switching in regards to, it had a bottom wick on the high Kanashi candle. It also created a top wick as well. And then because of that one, because it did that, that showed you that the downtrend, there's a reversal incoming, possibly incoming, and switching back to this time frame, you could also see where we also had this secondary candle closing there. So on that note, my friend, I did say to you guys I won't be keeping a long stream today, as it's a very busy day for me today. However, I'm pretty happy that you guys came on. You were able to get that lovely entry too just now here on stream. Pretty happy for you guys and for all those persons who are winning. The sells may be incoming now though, because if price actually does reject from these areas and pull back and close below the 215 zone again, then that's going to be the confirmation for us to actually take the entry one short. And being as price has already tested that 30-minute support, then your ultimate secondary target would actually be your 1 hour support as well. So you guys can take a picture of this and you can use it in the future for later on today to mark out the price for your entry one short if it confirms. I guess you can also even maybe as well even take a short from the tippy top here if it does confirm it. Well, depending on how you trade. All right, but on that note, and you can also see I can actually like 3 bottom wicks not break the lower level. Ah, interesting. All right, good. Well, on that note, my friends, sorry, I'm gonna leave you all here for today. Remember, guys, if you haven't yet liked the stream, please go ahead and do so. If you haven't yet subscribed as well, please go ahead and do so. But on that note, I will say goodbye, farewell to you guys, and I will see you all again tomorrow when we try to do this one more time. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye. Yeah, no problem at all, Mark. We have been starving for so long, but that's some definite good nourishment, I tell you. All right. See you guys tomorrow, my friends. Stay tuned. And for those who are in premium, I'm not going to be on the charge today. So hopefully you guys are on here and you did catch some of that. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe and happy trading. Goodbye.